Well, that would explain why Waruda was taking forever to load and basically causing my entire system to hitch. Waruda was sitting on the old drive that died, and it was dying when I was trying to launch Waruda. Because it crashed. Like, it was hitching up my entire computer. I opened up Task Manager, and I'm over here thinking maybe there's a program using up a lot of resources, but no, it's just the hard drive crashed. So in case anyone's wondering how am I even here, how am I broadcasting, it's really simple. My hard drive that's over 5 years old crashed, but my solid state drive that's on my computer has not reached the, I think it is the 100 terabyte rights. I have to find out what exact hard drive is in this system to get an idea on how much life is left on it. Because at least with solid state drives, you don't have to worry about like mean time till failure. Because solid state drives don't have any mechanical parts that can fail. Unlike an arm on a platter that could fail. So, yeah, I heard continual clicking on my the hard drive, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna try to shut my computer down. And then it turns out force shutting off the computer was a bad idea. Even though I was trying to shut it down normally and it just would not shut down, it was stuck. Because the system could not stop that drive. Because it was stuck. And the moment I turned it off, the drive made a beep sound. I'm like, ah, well, you know, it's probably stuck. I reboot the system and I turn it on, and the drive, the clicking is really, really bad. And then it starts beeping, and the beeping is actually the arm trying to reset, but the arm is stuck to the platter. So this drive can't spin up. So there's a good chance that the platter is just shot. There's a lot of stuff that was lost. And it's my own goddamn fault, really. It happened suddenly, though. It was one of those sudden things, but like in the last moments I open up Crystal Disk and I have like 5 smart warnings on the damn drive. And it's like the smart warnings happen very quickly, one after the other. So, the drive, I had this computer built back in 2018, so it was assembled after I got the Nintendo Switch. So that was 7 years ago. If you go look up the average lifespan of a hard drive, it's about 3 to 5 years, and that mileage depends on how often the drive is used. So the average of 3 to 5 years is basically just a guideline. The actual metric you're looking at is something called mean time to failure. So, if I open up Crystal Disk Viewer, which I'm not going to, I don't have a hard drive installed, but in Crystal Disk Viewer, what's the thing called? Crystal Disk Info is what the program's called. You don't have to get the Anime Girl version, there's just an Anime Girl version, because why not? It's free. Might as well get the Anime Girl version with the girl that lets me know what the status of my drive is. You can actually see mean time to failure in, well, not mean time to failure, you can see like something that relates to mean time to failure in Crystal Disk Info. So it'll tell you like how long the drive has been powered on. So basically, I'm pausing here, I'm thinking. Basically, the longer a hard drive is running, like reading and writing data, just any sort of data transfer to and from a hard drive, takes away its lifespan. Once the total time that the drive is up passes that mean time of failure, you're on borrowed time. It doesn't necessarily mean that your hard drive will fail once it passes that threshold. However, the chances that it will fail drastically increase every bit of time that passes. The general rule of thumb for home use is 3 to 5 years, because they're assuming someone that has a life and isn't on their computer for 12 hours a day, reading, writing data off of a drive, playing games, loading stuff, it's gonna last about 3 to 5 years. So for someone that doesn't have a life, that's on their computer all the time, and you're loading games, or you're generating images, or you're rendering video, or what, just putting data on that drive and off that drive repeatedly, say about 3 years. The lesson learned here is, after you get to that 3-year mark on your computer, if your computer has a mechanical hard drive, that's the one that has the spinning platters on it, you'll know, because it's the one, it makes sound. After it's past that 3-year mark, go on to Walmart, Best Buy, Newegg, wherever you get your technology from. I would recommend a Seagate. But do your research, because some of these tech companies have gotten pretty cheap. Maybe Toshiba's better now, I don't know. But get yourself a removable, portable hard drive that is at least the same capacity of the hard drive in your computer. This is the easiest way to do things, and it's not that advanced. So, you're going to follow something in A+ called grandfather, father, son. Now, grandfather is, you do a full hard drive backup, like basically an image backup, which is, for typical home use, that's overkill. You're probably going to be doing a father backup instead. But a grandfather backup is done once a month. So every single month, you create a backup, you put it onto that portable hard drive, and then when it's time to make a new backup, you delete the old backup, you put the new backup on it after verifying that nothing has gone sideways. In fact, it's usually best to have multiple backups. So in the event, like when you're going to back up something, you realize, oh shit, there's ransomware. Well, wipe my drive, restore my backup. You'll lose about a month's worth of data or work. This is where father comes in. So like, it's kind of, you have a sliding scale of convenience for security. So grandfather backups are done once a month, and then the data that the backup is stored on is stored off-site. So we're talking cloud storage, we're talking on a portable hard drive and then stored off-site. That's in the event that there's like a fire or a robbery or something. You have your data somewhere else. I would advise against storing certain sensitive information on the cloud, however, because of AI. There's been edge cases where people have like wrote a document and it contained like a swear word or something in it, and then Google scans all of your files that's in the cloud that's on their computer, because that's what the cloud is. The cloud is somebody else's computer. And it wound up locking down someone's entire Google account. There was like another story where a woman had like pictures of their child naked, but the reason why was because they were forwarding that information to their doctor. It was literally just uploaded to Google Cloud to send to their doctor. This is back during the pandemic. It's like, doc, my kid's sick, has a rash or something. Doc's like, okay, I need to see a picture of the rash, so there you go. But then what happened was that woman's entire account got locked down. And then it was like forwarded to the fucking feds. And the feds are like, this is not exploitative material, Jesus Christ. And it was like a massive fucking headache, because we use AI that can do a job, but it can do a job about as well as a village person can. So there is some human intelligence, but it's like room temperature IQ here. Like, anyone with triple digit IQ can go, the intent behind this is not exploitative, it's literally being sent to a doctor. For fuck's sake. So that's why I would personally go against cloud storage. Also because, like, stuff online, other people's computers keep getting hacked. I mean, do I need to remind everyone of the third party that worked with Discord for age verification that got hacked? Yeah, no, the last thing I want is my tax forms with all my personal information sitting in Google Cloud and then that getting hacked. Because Google got hacked too. The safest way is squirrel away some money, buy a portable hard drive, make backups. Just get into the habit of making backups. My recommendation would be, when you buy a hard drive, put a date on it. Put a sticker on it with a date on it when you put it in service. This is actually standard practice in A+. I just was not very smart with spending money. I should have spent less money on games and more on, like, an actual hard drive. Ironically, I had a hard drive that could have backed up my hard drive. I have a 4TB Seagate. It has 2 terabytes free on it. I could have literally backed up, like, a couple things off of it while the drive was still up. I probably could have saved some things off it before it completely died. But, you know, when your hard drive is clicking, you kind of panic, and you're like, your first reaction is just turn it off so you can take it out and maybe, like, fix it later. So, yeah. Unfortunately, a lot of Let's Play projects I had, I think it was Zelda Wind Waker, I finished that on stream, but the VODs for that are lost. Hogwarts Legacy stream is shit-canned. The VODs that I had are lost. My installation of Hogwarts Legacy is lost. Anything that was saved to D drive is gone, because the D drive does not exist anymore. I had to reinstall Steam, I had to reinstall Warudo. Everything is running off of a solid state right now. I cleaned my solid state up. I'm now... Let me go actually give you a number real quick. I'm actually at 232 gigabytes. Weird. It was less than that. The fuck? When did they get extra 32 gigs? Oh, you know what? I restarted my computer after updating Assassin's Creed, so I think there was just some junk files that were deleted with that restart. 232 gigabytes free of the 500 gigabyte hard drive, which it actually only has like 440 some gigabytes free on it because of partitions and recovery and whatnot. So yeah, the solid state's happy because it's not using up like 80% of its storage, which is bad for a solid state, by the way. Like, if you are using more than 80% of your storage of your solid state, like if the bar is red, you need to clean some space off it, because solid states actually slow down the more you fill them up. And it kills them faster, so it's because it has no place to trim data to maintain it. So, yeah, whatever. I thought I was completely screwed, though. I'm like, oh no, my VTuber models and everything are gone, right? Actually, no. The models, even though Vroid Studio was saved to D drive, Vroid, all the models and stuff were saved to my documents, which is on system drive, so I'm all good.